The following is a presentation of Girard Sports Live.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome out to Baxter Springs, Kansas for tonight's high school football matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Baxter Springs Lions. I'm Josh Lender, alongside me Dale Shireman and Jess Murphy. And Dale, just about perfect conditions for a football game here tonight in early September.
Oh, wonderful night. We've actually started to see a little bit of the fall weather, and I'm excited to see what Girard Trojans have to bring out tonight.
Well, big win last week against the Colgan Panthers. Came out on top 33-7 in that one, and the Colgan didn't really score until the waning moments of the ball game, but big plays were the story of the night last week for the Trojans.
They were, and we knew our skilled position players were our key to the game, and that was part of the keys to the game that we talked about. You know, we have an interception return back for 65 yards. We have a punt return back for 65 yards. And we have a kickoff return for 70 yards, 4 touchdowns. Those are big plays. Not to mention we put a drive together and we put one in the end zone.
Well, tonight's game likely to be the story of two teams kind of moving in opposite directions as this season gets started out. You know, Girard with the big win last week over Colgan. Baxter Springs, though, went down hard to their rival just right over there a few miles away, Riverton, 52-0.
52-0. You know, this is the first year for the head coach at Baxter Springs. Last year, the coach stepped out. First year, the numbers are down. You will see them on the sidelines. They will only have 3 or 4 players on the sidelines once they put 11 men on the field.
And it's just kind of the way it goes at smaller high schools. Sometimes you're just at the mercy of your gene pool, and if you don't get a bunch of kids who are big and strong and want to play football, you're kind of up against it, and that's where Baxter Springs kind of finds themselves this year.
3A and down, it's a roller coaster. Up years, down years, and you're going to have to live throughout them.
All right, well, we'll step away and come back. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of the games going on last week around the area, who won, who lost, and we'll take a look at some of the games going on tonight. A lot of interesting matchups across the area. All that coming up right next when we come back with the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. We want to let you know that Girard Sports Live is presented by Croquet and your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Crocan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crocan has to offer at ckt.net. We'll be right back.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Crocan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crocan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crocan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crocan.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done, roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Welcome back out to Baxter Springs, Kansas. Both teams out there warming up. The Baxter Springs marching band out there on the field entertaining the crowd right now. And Dale, let's talk about some of the matchups that happened last week here as we are with the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show, brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Now we're going to stop momentarily for the national anthem.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient because at Girard Medical Center, we care for our communities one patient at a time. Call us at 620-724-5126.
We're back here in Baxter Springs. National anthem has come and gone. And Dale, let's take a look at some of those scores from last week.
Of course, last week, right here on Girard Sports Live, Girard Trojans took care of the Colgan Panthers 33-7. Out west, El Dorado and Independence. El Dorado takes care of Independence 36-0. Fredonia falls to Caney Valley 49-18. Osawatomie falls to Iola. Osawatomie and Iola are in our district. Augusta takes care of Coffeyville 48-0. St. Paul, just out to the west, falls big 50-0 to Sedan. Fort Scott falls big to Summit Christian Academy 49-0. Cherryville falls to Erie 15-6. Eureka over Neodesha 12-0, and Chanute will fall to Towanda Circle 20-12. Along right next door neighbors, Pittsburgh 28 and Lebec County 0, Baxter Springs 0, Riverton 52, which is the matchup we'll have tonight with Baxter Springs. Galena will fall to Commerce, Oklahoma 40-14. And a big matchup that we're looking forward to because we'll play both these. Next week, Columbus 0, Frontenac 20, and Uniontown will fall to Southeast 24-7.
Yeah, some big matchups from around the area. Frontenac cracking the top 10 in Class 3A. Really too early in the season poll there, but Frontenac the only team to make the poll, but Girard did receive some consideration. Strangely enough, so did Columbus. So it'll be an interesting matchup next week against the Fighting Titans. And Dale, let's take a look at some of the matchups going on this week around the area. The area matchups are brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing, 120 East Forest Avenue in downtown Girard. Diskins offers 24-hour towing and can repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100.
We'll start out west with Winfield and Lebec County matching up. Anderson County will go to Wellsville. Fort Scott will go to Butler, Missouri. Non-conference game there into Missouri. Coffeyville will play Columbus. Humboldt, Fredonia, Quapaw, Riverton. That is another non-conference across the state lines. Coweta? Coweta, there we go.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, Frontenac will travel there. Big matchup there. Oswego will go to St. Paul. Chatopa will take on the Blue Jackets.
Blue Jacket High.
Yeah, Lynn County will head to Southeast. Erie will take on Eureka. Iola and Parsons, that's always a grudge match. Last year it was a one-point decision. Wabansie and Uniontown, Independence and Wichita North, Neodesha and Caney Valley will match up tonight. Chanute and Pittsburgh, that will be a great matchup. Two teams that are about the same matchup there. Bluestem and Cherryville along with Burlington. Santa Fe Trail, we'll have to look at that. Burlington is in our district. And Colgan Galena, that will be a grudge match down south.
Yeah, two of those programs that have been experiencing a lot of success over the last few years, but stumbling out of the gates this year. So both of them looking for their first win tonight in Galena. So try and keep an eye on that one as well. We'll step away for a break. When we come back, we'll talk about the starting lineups and the keys to the game. You're watching Girard Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Welcome back out to Baxter Springs, Kansas. We're about 20 minutes from kickoff of tonight's Class 3A matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Baxter Springs Lions. And Dale, about time to start talking about some keys to this game. And based on the scores from last week and kind of what we've seen out here on the field during warm-ups for Girard, you got to think it's just, take care of business and get out of this one healthy.
Yeah, don't get anybody hurt. The last thing we need to do in this game is to get one of our key players hurt. We're going into Columbus next week. Not that we're going to overlook Baxter, but Baxter will only have 5 or 6 players on the sidelines. They don't have the depth that we have, and they don't have the talent that we're going to have out on the field as starting lineups. Get out, get up early, and get off the field is going to be the key. Let the young guys get some experience on varsity, and don't turn over the ball as always. Those are my keys to the game.
Those keys to the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for them and their family. Stop by and see them at the intersection of Highway 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. Well, both teams headed to the locker rooms right now, getting their last bit of instructions from the coaching staff. And Dale, last week, the Trojans, we expected maybe some big plays on the outside from them, but really they did most of their damage between the tackles running the football, and they're able to just get some nice holes in that Colgan defensive line.
Last week we didn't have to show much, Josh. We were able to control the interior line. We got some nice runs, not only from Kester, but along with Merrill, running hard. Harris went to the outside once again, put his foot in the ground, get upfield. We're going to get a few more yards. But the Trojans really didn't need to show anything. They didn't need to show the speed on the outside for the passing game. But tonight, I don't look for them to do a whole lot else. Going to run it up the middle, keep people safe, keep people healthy, and get on down the road.
And the Baxter Springs Lions really, one of those teams that you don't want to overlook them, and the longer you let them hang around, the more dangerous they become. And so if you're the Girard coaching staff, Coach Philpott and his crew, you want your team to come out hot and establish themselves early, and then you can kind of lock it in the cruise control and get some younger guys out on the field. But if you let Baxter make a big play or two, get a couple stops in the first half, and keep this thing tight going out of halftime, any team can beat you.
It'll be a dogfight.
Yeah.
But if you come out and take care of business and do what Girard can do, I honestly think by the halfway through the second quarter, we should see our second team in there. Our JV will be in there, and let them cruise it on the way home. If we need to bring back in the varsity, we can, but just get outside and take care of business.
And one thing that if you're Baxter Springs, you need to look out for is the big play. Girard with a punt return touchdown, a kickoff return touchdown, and a pick six last week against Colgan, and that's a pretty good team that you're out there pulling off those big plays against. So if you're Baxter, you're trying to keep that in front of you and being responsible for your part of the field if you're a defender. But those big players are going to be hard to stop tonight.
Whether it's Baxter Springs watching our film or Columbus, Anderson County, anybody watching our film is going to say, wow, we know the offense has some hot spots. We know they have some talent there. But there's 21 points that are unaccounted for. Honestly, you have two returns, 4 touchdowns, and a pick 6. So those are just extra points that Girard threw out there and literally coasted for the second half of the Colgan game.
All right, well, we'll step away for another break. When we come back, we'll take a look at tonight's starting lineups. You're watching the Girard National Bank pregame show on Girard Sports Live.
With carry-out and catering available, Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Your victories are awarding moments at Wilbert's Signature Awards and Engraving. New owners Greg and Missy Scott are excited to build on the 30-plus year tradition of Wilbert's, known across the area as the premier shop for sports awards, medals, custom engraving, plaques, trophies, gift items, corporate awards, and so much more. And with cutting-edge equipment being added, Wilbert's is poised for another successful 30 years. When hard work needs recognized, trust Wilbert's Signature Awards and Engraving. Find them on Facebook and at wilbertawards.com.
Welcome back to Baxter Springs. We're about 10 minutes away from kickoff. Dale, let's go ahead and take a look at those starting lineups. They're brought to you by Jagged Edge. The Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Ava Vietti will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500.
Well, we'll go ahead and start with the home team, the Baxter Springs Lions, starting offense. Number 1, Carson Mazzacco. Number 1, he is a sophomore. We'll go on down to number 3, James Martin, wide receiver. He's a junior. Number 4, Jacob Grant. He is a freshman. Number 7, Javen Alexander, quarterback, linebacker. He is a sophomore. Number 22, Garrett Paxton. He is a senior, wide receiver, D-back. Number 30, Nick Talbert. He is a running back, linebacker. He is a freshman. Number 44, Lane Fisher. He is a sophomore, tight end linebacker. Number 50, Michael Colbert. He is a junior, and he is an offensive lineman, defensive lineman. Number 51, Gage Meggard. He is a sophomore, offensive lineman, linebacker. Number 52, Jacob Pujols. He is a sophomore, offensive lineman, defensive lineman. Number 67, Hayden Parkinson, and he is a junior offensive lineman, defensive lineman. Number 79, Jeffrey French. He is a junior offensive and defensive lineman for your Trojans. Starting defense for tonight will be number 1, Ethan Merrill. Number 2, Luke Nigaman. Number 3, Bo Harris. Number 5, Ethan Davidson, along with number 23, Wyatt Foley. Number 25, Aiden Damon. Number 55, Eric Williams. Number 60, Cordell Saran. Number 67, Caleb Combs. 74, Ryan Jarbo. And 56 tonight. He'll be 79 in your book. But number 56, Justin Ferguson, he pulled an old Jess Murphy, forgot his jersey at home, had to get an extra one on the bus. That's an old Murphy trick there.
Or maybe he played so hard last week it just shredded his jersey. Had to go with another one.
Got to give him a little bit of heck out there. Love him to death. Great kid. Ferguson, he'll work his tail off for us. But tonight he will be number 56 on film.
Still about 9.5 minutes on the clock. They have until kickoff. I'm not sure if that's entirely correct. Every time I go with it, then they'll drop 4 minutes off.
That'll be
As
close.
Baxter Springs starts to make their way down the hill to their cheerleaders and band. They get ready to take the field. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Go first, Chronister's Hardware, Girard's hardware store.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial
People are saying, I didn't know they had that. Of course, Chronister's has the hardware, tools, and supplies you need, whether in the shop, on the farm, or around the house. But did you know Chronister's Hardware is also the place for Clark and Kensington paint? Quality paint with an incredible selection of colors, plus all the tools and supplies you need to transform your paint project. From paint to pliers, you'll find it at Chronister's Hardware. And if they don't have it, they can get it. Shop local first. Chronister's Hardware, Girard's hardware store.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Welcome out to Baxter Springs. Getting ready for tonight's matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Baxter Springs Lions. I'm Josh Lettner, alongside me Dale Shireman and Jess Murphy. And Jess, we got you a mic tonight. You haven't used it yet. What's going on?
Well, just enjoying the scenery to begin the night.
We might have him. We might not.
Yeah. Well, he'll chime in. He'll chime in throughout the night. Both teams getting set here for the coin toss. Girard winners last week over the Colgan Panthers, 33-7. Baxter lost to their area rival, the Riverton Rams, 52-0. So looking for their first win of the season, and I think they're going to have to look a little bit longer by the looks of things, Dale. You don't want to put the cart before the horse, but Trojans certainly have the numbers here. If you can see both sidelines, maybe get the.
If the contest was off the bus, we win it.
Right,
hands down.
right.
But we'll play the game. We'll see how it turns out. Once again, they're going to start. What was it? 3 freshmen. On offense there. The Trojans just need to come out and take care of business, and that's all they need to worry about. Get off the bus well. Don't turn the ball over, and don't get anybody hurt. The Trojans will be fine.
Down around about 5 minutes to kick off as the officials discuss the rules of the duel out there with the captains. We'll step away for a final break and come back with kickoff of tonight's action between the Girard Trojans and the Baxter Springs Lions. You're watching Girard High School football on Girard Sports.
than ever, Crawcan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crawcan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crawcan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crawcan.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Welcome back to Baxter Springs, Kansas. Girard Trojans, Baxter Springs Lions getting set to kick off tonight here on a beautiful night on the shores of the Neosho River here, Dale. And this is the kind of weather you want. You certainly don't want rain at this facility. It kind of gets a little boggy down there.
It floods a little bit. We'll throw it over to Jess. Can we hear you now, Jess?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
There we go.
All right. Hey.
We had the coin toss out there. I know you were paying attention to it.
Yeah,
Who won the toss?
Well, we was fixing microphones at the moment, so we kind of all, after it settled down, we looked at one another and, I'll tell you who's going to kick off here just PDQ.
Well, he is
here
a
in about
broadcaster.
3 minutes, 3 seconds. We'll
he
know.
can make up a story with the best
We'll
of
know
us.
how that coin toss went, won't we? There's a lot of stuff to keep track of, a lot of technical thingamajiggers and gigawhoppers here on this table.
I'm going to say Girard's kicking off.
Looks like
Yeah,
Baxter
looks
won
like.
the toss and deferred to the second half. Nope, I say Girard won, deferred to the second half, and will kick off to the Baxter Lions. As the Trojans get their hype on.
Got it. Got an extra layer of hype on.
Kick it off for the Trojans will be Davidson. Boy, he kicked well last week. All the way down to the 5. Had 2 touchbacks during the game, and that is huge for the Trojans kicking team.
Trojans set to kick this one away. The opening kickoff is brought to you by Laritz Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Laritz Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying and get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece or maybe even classes from Laritz Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442.
A lot of people always talk about the offense and defense, but Girard's special team sure put on a show last week.
Yeah, with the kickoffs, the kick returns, punt returns. That third phase of the game came up really big against Colgan.
I know something about special teams, Dale.
You played them.
Set to kick it off.
Oh,
and
we got
there's
a flag.
Going to have an offsides call against Trojans. That'll back him up.
Once again, kicked it down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, gives him another chance. Get some more leg into it.
False start against the Trojans.
This is where you give him the low knuckler. Let it bounce around back there. Okay.
I tell you what, there is nothing more scary than trying to look up and see who's going to hit you square in the eyes and try to find the ball.
Yeah, play one off the hop.
That is rough business right there. So they'll move him back to the 35-yard line.
Yep, try that one again. First penalty against the Trojans.
Got it out of the way early.
Yeah. Started off last week with a couple of holding penalties right off the bat. There it is. There's your low knuckler, hopping, bouncing. Who wants it? Oh.
He'll just fall on it.
Yeah, that was James Martin, the junior wide receiver, just fell on top of it and maintained possession for Baxter. Not a lot of size or numbers for Baxter this year. It's Javen Alexander, their quarterback, is one of the bigger guys out there on the field for him.
I do like these Trojans' new uniforms, Dale. We can actually see the numbers.
They're a lot easier to see.
Trojans will line up in that 3-4 set. Alexander back to pass, looking. He'll throw over the top. Oh, hit at the last minute, broken up. There's flags. Got there a little bit early.
A little early was Foley.
Bromborn in there as well. Just got there a little bit early, and that'll cost the Trojans 15 yards. And an automatic first down for Baxter. They'll step this one off methodically.
Foley gets there just a tad bit early. He was in good position. He probably could have picked the ball, but got too much of the receiver. So a first down for the Lions.
That's just, you don't want to make your mind up what you're going to do before the time comes, and he seemed like he had his mind made up that he was going to make the hit. And the play was there to make on the ball if he would have swatted at it or tried to make the pick. Alexander in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers off to the far side. Man in motion is Garrett Paxton. He'll get the handoff inside. Nowhere to go for Paxton. He's going to lose about 3.
In on that tackle will be number 65, Juan Pizarro, and Troike for the Trojans.
They're going to just give him a loss of 1. Bring up second down and 11 now for Baxter from their own 37-yard line. Once again, shotgun, 2 wide receivers off to the far side for Alexander. Gets the snap, now rolling out away from pressure towards the sideline. And that pass broken up. Nice play on the outside for the Trojans that time. Jacob Combs out there, the 5'11 senior defensive back with a good defensive play. Got his head around, found the ball, got a hand in there to swat it away. Wasn't going to end up being much, but good play nonetheless, Dale.
Juan Pizarro in on getting some rush in on the quarterback, making him scramble to the outside. Anytime you can make the quarterback move his feet, that ball might be a little bit errant.
They'll stay with the shotgun for Alexander. High snap, fields it back, looks, now scrambling to his right, gets rid of it, and it's going to be almost picked off. Jacob Combs again there, almost ready to make the play. Alexander takes a hit at the end of it, gets up a little bit slowly, and he showed some guts holding on to that as long as he did. But that Girard defense was closing in on both ends of that play, Dale.
Troike comes up and lays a hit on him at the last second, putting that pressure on him. Trojans will switch out. Punt return team comes out on the field, ready to go on some offense.
Back to punt this one away is Garrett Paxton, senior wide out.
Kester back deep for the Trojans.
And Baxter wants to call a timeout. We'll take it with him as well. 11 minutes to play here in the first quarter. We're scoreless in Baxter. You're watching Girard High School football on Girard Sport.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Baxter Springs Lions set to punt it away here on 4th and long. Garrett Paxton back to punt it away. Alex Kester back to field for the Trojans. Punt is away, low, end over end. Kester's going to let it take a hop or two. Bobbles it a little bit, now picks it up on the run. Still has some room, able to get out to the far side across 40, midfield, and brought down at the Baxter 48-yard line. Pretty good return there by Kester on a difficult kick to handle. We were talking about it, Dale. Hard to play that ball on the hop when you got people bearing down on you.
It is. You take your eyes off the ball for a second to see where the defensive players are coming from and then try to gather it back up. By that time, it's bounced 2 more times. Let's see what the Trojans have on store for the Baxter Springs defense tonight.
They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Baxter 48. Negaman lines up in the pistol, 2 wingbacks. In the backfield behind him is Ethan Merrill. He'll get the toss to the near side. I'm sorry, that's not Merrill, that's Bo Harris, and he's lit up on the outside. And again, we saw this a little bit last week from Harris, just going horizontally. Needs to get vertical up the field, plant that foot, and go, Dale. And we saw it right there. Maybe he'll, now that he's gotten that first hit out of the way, find his gap and cut it upfield next time.
Yep, he'll turn it upfield. Number 44, Fisher, with the tackle. And they're going to say a 1-yard gain on the play.
Same formation here for the Trojans. Pistol now. This one will go to Merrill. He works off the right side. Couple of stiff arms. Lowers his shoulder. Pushes ahead for the extra yards. And he'll have enough for the first down. A gain of 10 that time for Merrill. A good first run of the evening.
Tackle in there for the Baxter Springs Lions will be Paxton after the 9-yard run by Merrill.
That'll be a first down and 10 for the Trojans. And we'll call it the Baxter 38. Trojans pretty much operate out of this formation every time out, Dale. They really like the versatility the wings backs give them. A lot of option here, and we'll see Nigaman keep it himself. And turns upfield, fights through an arm tackle, and brought down after a gain of 9, maybe 10 yards. We'll see where they spot this. He's got close to another first down.
Another tackle in there by Paxton for the Lions, but not until a gain of 10 yards, they're going to say.
So far, the Trojans averaging 7 yards a carry here, Dale. 21 yards on 3 carries. Pretty
Nothing
good start.
fancy.
Pretty good start. Same formation for the Trojan offense. Merrill in the backfield behind Nigaman. There's the false start. Both of the wing backs kind of went in motion at the same time.
That'll be the second penalty against the Trojans tonight.
On the legal procedure. First offensive penalty of the night. They did have that false start on the kickoff. And then a pass interference penalty as well.
A lot of guys in motion in this offense with the wing backs. Usually one of them will go in motion, and you can have one, just can't have both of them in motion.
Right, not everybody can go at once.
You got to take your turn.
Yeah. Now Harris will go in motion. Handoff goes up the middle to Merrill. Cuts back against the grain, spins, falls forward. Looks like he's going to gain about 2 or 3 yards, and those were hard-earned yards.
Tackle in there by number 50. That'll be Colbert.
Merrill definitely the biggest back the Trojans have.
Merrill's a good hard running back. We saw him last week. He broke some tackles, made a couple nice cuts after getting through the line.
Nigaman with good size at quarterback as well. We saw him breaking some tackles last week as well. Fakes the pitch, now rolls out, looking to throw far side. Short pass, has it to Merrill, makes a man miss, and then wrapped up near the sticks at about the 18-yard line.
Looks like good enough for a first down. Tackle in there by number 22, Paxton again. It will be a first down.
Trojans will have it first and 10 at looks like about the 16-yard line. Now they'll send Harris in motion, handoff, misdirection back the other way as Merrill straight up the gut. And man, he's right at the goal line, and that's a touchdown. 16-yard touchdown run by Ethan Merrill gives the Trojans a 6-0 lead here with 7:15 to play in the first quarter. And nothing fancy, Dale, but just enough misdirection in the backfield to get the defenders out of position. Merrill able to take advantage up the crease.
You got to say something about the offensive line there. They're making the holes, and the running backs are hitting the holes nicely. So great job, men up front.
Now Garrett Humble on to attempt the point after for the Trojans. It's kind of a bit of an adventure last week. The kick is up, and it's good.
Nicely done.
Got it done. I thought he might have got Charlie Brown again, but not the case. Trojans lead it 7-0. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Girard Trojan football on Girard Sports.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 913-249-6419. Your partner at every stage, Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Welcome back out to Baxter Springs, Kansas. Girard Trojans on top 7-0 after a 16-yard touchdown run by Ethan Merrill. And the Trojans capped off that 49-yard drive with that 16-yard run, and just pretty good execution all around that time by the Trojans.
Yeah, just one penalty held them back just a little bit, but Trojans able to come back over that.
Once again, another deep kick, and this one's going to hop and roll into the end zone where it'll be down for a touchback. Another deep kick for the Trojans. As we have a Baxter Springs player a little slow to get up, but he's hanging in there.
Trojan defense forced a 3-and-out last series. Let's see if the Trojans can hold tough again.
That was Lane Fisher, the junior tight end, getting up a little slow there as Baxter starts to break the huddle. They'll line up in the shotgun again with two wide receivers to the near side. Alexander will take the handoff, try and keep it himself and fight forward, and he's going to be driven back.
Sharman.
Let's see what they're going to mark this as.
Looks like a loss of 2 on the play. You know, that was a little misdirection, but Sharman didn't bite on it. Got off his offensive defender, and boy, he really just took control of that. You're going to say a loss of 2 on it.
2nd down and 12 now for Baxter from their own 18-yard line. They'll stay with the shotgun, trying to run this spread offense. You see a lot of teams do it because they do it in college and sometimes just don't have the personnel. And there's an interception. Trojans with it, coming back the other way, finally forced out of bounds. That's Bram Bourne. He had one last week that he took back to the house, and an interception early, and not what you need if you're the Baxter Springs Lions.
That was tipped by Kester up in the air, and Bram Bourne able to come away with a great concentration on the defense. Tip drill in perfection.
I just have the words of Larry Garman running through my head, Dale.
2 things can happen when
there
you
are 3
pass.
things can happen when you pass. 2 of them are bad.
2 of them are bad.
So Baxter running no time off the clock with that possession. Turns it back over to the Trojans, and they have it 1st down and 10 at the Baxter 29. And was that Harris that time?
I think it's Kester.
Kester? Not much going there for Kester.
I say a yard on the play. 78 will make the tackle. 79, French.
Trojans have had the same formation every play tonight. They've stepped up to the line, 2 wing backs, single back in the backfield behind Nigaman in the pistol. Here's the quick toss. Coming around, a fumble, put on the ground, and able to get it back is Ethan Davidson. And dangerous play there, but able to gather it up.
Mizuko making the tackle.
If there had been a couple more red hats there, they might have fallen on that, but
still gain of 5 on the play.
Yeah.
I believe this is the Trojans' first 3rd down opportunity.
Right you are. That's why we gave Jess the mic.
That's right.
It's not the best color man in the business for nothing, Dale.
That's right. He'll want paid extra. You know that, right?
Well, now I'm talking too. Yeah.
They pay you guys?
Well, there's Kester right up the middle, making some moves. Oh, and finally taken down with an ankle tackle by Garrett Paxton, but not before Kester has enough yards for the first down, out to about the 15-yard line.
Paxton with the tackle for the Lions.
Call that a gain of 6.
This is exactly what the Trojans need. They just need to drive the ball on the ground. No reason to get in a hurry about it.
Tick-tock. We're in the first quarter. Tick-tock. Well, we won't get this one in before dark, Dale. I'll tell you that.
No.
Now they put a man in motion to the far side. Nigeman back to pass, going to lob this one up. It's caught. Touchdown. Wyatt Foley, the 6-foot, 160-pound senior wideout, hauls that one in. His first touchdown of the year.
Beautiful fat pass by Nigeman there, just right over the shoulder, and all Foley had to do was pull it in. Nicely done. Humble will come out to attempt the point after. Nigeman will hold.
Kick is up. Looks good from my limited experience, and it is. Trojans lead at 14-0. 4:19 left to play first quarter. We'll step away. You're watching Girard High School football on Girard Sports Live.
Your victories are awarding moments at Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. New owners Greg and Missy Scott are excited to build on the 30-plus year tradition of Wilbert's. Known across the area as the premier shop for sports awards, medals, custom engraving, plaques, trophies, gift items, corporate awards, and so much more. And with cutting-edge equipment being added, Wilbert's is poised for another successful 30 years. When hard work needs recognized, trust Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Find them on Facebook and at wilbertawards.com.
Welcome back out to Baxter Springs, Kansas. 4:19 to play, first quarter. Girard Trojans on top of the Baxter Springs Lions, 14-0. Trojans set to kick this one away, and a real quick possession last time out by Baxter Springs. Ended with an interception on their third play from scrimmage. Trojans took just a few plays to punch it in to go up 14-0 on the 15-yard touchdown pass from Luke Nigeman to Wyatt Foley.
Nicely done by the interior line, giving Nigeman the time to throw.
And Foley had his own area code back there.
Oh, yeah.
In the end zone. Deep kick. This one's going to be returned. This is Jacob Grant, the freshman wide receiver, out across the 20 to about the 25-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 24. That's where the Lions will take over, first down and 10.
Briar Glosser will do the tackling for the Trojans on the kickoff.
Let's see if Baxter tries to just keep the ball on the ground a little bit here and milk this clock. Well, they're going to take a timeout. Never mind so much for milking the clock, Dale. We'll step away. We'll be back. Trojans up 14-0. You're watching Girard High School football on Girard Sports.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Baxter Springs Lions took a timeout. Trojans lead at 14-0. 4:11 left to play here in the first quarter, and hope that Baxter gets it, whatever it is, worked out, because they're running out of timeouts here. We got
2 timeouts in the first quarter.
we got a whole nother quarter here in the first half, so they're looking at a first down and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
Trojan defense very efficient tonight, 3 and out, and then 2 plays and an interception. So Trojan defense hadn't been on the field very much tonight.
They'll stay with the shotgun. 2 wide receivers off to the far side. Alexander takes the snap. Here's the handoff to Garrett Paxton, and nowhere for him to go, as it looks like he'll lose a couple there. Yep, looks like a loss of 2 for Paxton.
Looked like Sharman and Saran in on the tackle.
Second down at 12 now for Baxter from their own 22, 21-yard line, somewhere in there. And this spread offense is great if you can get those completions, but if you can't, Dale, it makes for a very long game.
It does.
They'll send Paxton in motion. Now trips to the near side. Here's the snap. Alexander back to pass. He's wrapped up and going to be thrown down. Looked like intentional grounding to me, like the very textbook definition.
How can that not be intentionally grounding?
The ball didn't make it back to the line. He was completely in the grasp. Okay. Looked pretty cut and dry to me.
Trojan number 60, Saran, with the sack. They'll give that a sack along with the intentional grounding.
And that'll bring up 4th down.
Is that the definition of a late flag? Or?
Yeah, that is.
He just didn't get it out in time.
Sometimes you just got to contemplate things, Jess.
Yeah.
You know, hasty decisions are bad decisions.
One thing we will tell you, Jess, now that we gave you a mic, you can't harp on the officials all night.
That's my job. There's already 2 of us doing that.
That will take everything that we have to talk
That's
about.
Right. We'll have nothing left. We'll have nothing.
Well,
you're strictly weather and
coaching staff.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let me talk about
field
the coaching
conditions.
Staff.
Yeah.
Bring up 4th and a mile.
Yeah,
wow.
4th and forever.
Watch the fake.
Watch the snap over the head. 3:20 to play, first quarter. Girard out in front of Baxter, 14-0. Lions looking at a 4th and forever after an intentional grounding call. High knuckling punt heading towards the sidelines, just trying to keep it away from Kester, and they do. And Trojans will take over at the Baxter 35-yard line. So not a good course of events there over the last couple of possessions for Baxter Springs.
Another 3 and out by the Trojan defense. Nicely done.
There'll be some interesting halftime stats.
I believe so far the Trojan defense has been out there for 9 plays. 5 of them have gone for loss.
And one of them is a turnover.
Yeah.
Best play Baxter's had was Girard's pass interference.
Good call there, Jess. That is true. Their only first down of the night.
Megaman to line up again in the pistol. Now quick pitch to the outside. Ooh, Harris barely hangs on to it. There he plants his foot, heads upfield. Good cut. Makes another good cut out to the outside across 25. 20, 15, lowers his shoulder and down to the 13-yard line. And that might be Bo Harris's best carry of the year.
It is. Boy, he planted that foot and got upfield, got vertical on it. We've talked about it the last 2 games and did a great job of avoiding the tackler. Paxton will make the tackle for the Baxter Lions.
So that's a 20-yard carry that time for Harris. Nice job of toting it. We'll get the Trojans first down and 10 inside the Baxter 15. Now just straight handoff to Merrill right up the middle, lowers the shoulder. And brought down by a couple of Baxter defenders. He'll be out near the 5-yard line. Get him out at about the 7, be a gain of 5 for Merrill.
Number 52, Pujols, will make the tackle for the Lions.
Same formation for the Trojans. 2 wide receivers to the near side. They'll fake the handoff. Here comes Nigaman. Now the pitch. Outside to Harris, heading for the corner, and he gets inside the pylon. Touchdown, Trojans. 7-yard touchdown run by Bo Harris. Nice decision to pitch the ball that time by Nigaman. And Trojans take a 20-0 lead.
It's exactly what the Trojans needed to do. Get off the bus, get up early, and then coast. We'll probably see some of the younger guys get a lot of playing time tonight. Humble will try the extra point.
And the kick is up. Looks good to me. And it is.
3 for 3.
They fixed that little hiccup from last week.
Yep. Trojans lead at 21-0. 140 left to play. First quarter. We'll step away and be back. You're watching Girard High School football on Girard Sports Live.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
Well, the rule here, Jess, is that there is to be no math. So if that's if you're talking about some equation.
No, I was informed from one of my good
sources
that they're going to have a running clock at a 21-point lead tonight.
Well, it's running right now. 30 seconds left to play here, first quarter.
Davidson will boot it away. He'll get the foot into it, taking it at the 8-yard line.
And this is Jacob Grant again, the freshman. Oh, oof. Hits hard this time, brought down at about the 23-yard line.
31 for the Trojans will make the tackle.
And a committee.
Bramborn along with Sharman in there.
That should be the quarter.
And that will be the final play of the first quarter. After one, Girard Trojans lead at 21-0. We'll step away and be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. For years, our customers have worked with the Farmers Bank staff located in Walnut, St. Paul, and Hepler. Now, with our new location in Girard, the community can experience the same service that has kept families coming back to Farmers Bank for generations. Stop by and visit our friendly staff at Farmers Bank at any of our locations in Walnut, St. Paul, Hepler, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 913-249-6419. Your partner at every stage, Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Welcome back to Baxter Springs. Set to begin the second quarter of action. Girard Trojans lead at 21-0, and I guess the coaches, they agreed before the game that if any team got up by 21, they'd go with the running clock. There's a completed pass from Alexander to Jacob Grant, freshman wide receiver. And it looks like it's going to be let's see where they spot this, a gain of about 4 on the play.
Be close. Alex Kester will make the tackle for the Trojans.
They're going to call it 3. We'll go with that. They'll stay with the shotgun. 4 wide receivers in this set. Alexander handles the snap, getting pressure. Throw it over the middle, picked off. Trojans have it coming back the other way. And that is Jaden Norris.
Number 19.
And there's a penalty marker down on the field. We'll
there
see.
is.
Maybe somebody got a blind side.
So that can't be pass interference.
Not with a pick. It can't be pass interference with a pick.
That ball is tipped.
I think they're going to call a block in the back maybe, or
going to call it back on him.
We'll see.
Kester's out there lobbying.
Holding. against the Trojans, but they will maintain possession, perhaps?
No, I think they're going to call
defensive holding.
No, offense coming out on the.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm confused.
wait a second here.
So that would have had to have been before the interception. Coach Philpott, of course, wanting an explanation here. Some abstract interpretation of the rule book occurring here.
So the hold had to happen
before the pass.
Before the pass. So the interception voided. Be a first down, the second first down for the Baxter Springs Lions on the night. Both of them with
Trojan penalties.
Wonder if we can loan my mic to the head referee.
Nah, I don't think so.
No.
Not enough cord.
He could hear us.
Yeah, as long as he didn't get headphones.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll give him the crowd mic.
Yeah. Again, not enough cord. He could run up here. Well, now the chains haven't moved, so they're going to have to take an official timeout here while the chain gang gets in the same vicinity.
They weren't for sure what was going on either, so we have the bird's eye view high above the concession restroom stand.
Well,
it's a mixture.
I think that's the vent pipe right there by your leg, Dale.
I just thought it was
Here's
you.
the snap. Alexander with the pass to the outside. The catch is made by Jacob Grant. Not much positive yardage there. They're going to give him forward progress and then some out to the 47-yard line of the Trojans.
Be a gain of 5 on it, play.
Yeah.
Foley with the tackle for the Trojans.
Well, Alexander to Jacob Grant appears to be working. We'll see how much more of that we see tonight from Baxter. This tall freshman, he can catch the ball. Another high snap. Alexander over the middle. Catch this time made by Lane Fisher.
I'm going to say it hit the ground.
Tight end. And they're going to call that incomplete.
Yep, incomplete pass.
He took a shot. Anytime you come over the middle, you know you're going to pay for it. He did. Not able to hang on to it.
Kester with the coverage on that.
Bring up a third down and about 5, a long 4 for Baxter at the 47.5-yard line. 4 wide this time. Alexander in the gun. Back there with him is Paxton. Now he'll throw it to the outside. The catch made. I think that was Paxton on the catch.
Foley with the coverage there to wrap him up as soon as he completed the ball.
Picked up about a yard. It'll bring up 4th down and 4 now. For Baxter, looks like they're going to go for it here. Why the hell not?
It's 4th down, and you're down 21 points with a running clock.
And you're inside your opponent's territory. Might as well go.
Longest drive of the night for the Baxter Springs Lions.
Again, helped by a penalty.
Take it any way they can get it. Comes Alexander rolling near side, throwing off balance, lobs this one up for grabs. Almost picked off, tipped off the hands of Jacob Grant. Incomplete, and a dangerous throw that time by Alexander. Just who wants it?
Amershak there with the coverage. So they'll turn it over on downs.
Trojans will take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. And we'll see if Nickelman's still in the game. Looks like we still got starters in there for the Trojans. Probably for the remainder of this period, or if they score again, Dale.
Yeah, I look for him to start subbing pretty quick.
And the handoff will go to Kester, working off the left side, spins off 1, and then wrapped up and taken down near midfield, a gain of about 3 for Kester.
Tackle in there by Baxter, number 7, Alexander.
Right at midfield, 2nd down and 7 for the Trojans. Leading at 21-0, 5.5 to play here in this first half. They've gone to a running clock here in Baxter. So this could be a very swift second half. So during halftime, make sure you take care of your business. There's the pitch out to the outside. Good
nice
stiff arm.
Look at that.
By Brock Scales to the outside. He's at the 20, 15. He's gone.
Oh.
Touchdown, Trojans. There's a penalty flag out on the field.
Crackback block will be called on Foley.
Oh.
That was not needed whatsoever. Brock Scales was to the house. Great stiff arm there. We got penalty flags all over the field.
Wyatt Foley, there's 4 of them, 3 of them I see. 4 of them.
Back when I played and you played, that was completely legal.
Totally legal. In fact, encouraged.
Encouraged.
Yeah.
If you get a shot at one, take it.
If they're not looking and you can ear hole them, you do it. I mean, you don't think about it.
Let's see what he has to say.
We thought a concussion back then was something that came from an explosion.
I would assume here there's multiple infractions on the play.
Well, there's going to have to be because there's one out here at the 45-yard line, and they're walking it all the way back.
Well, Trojans still standing back by the original line of scrimmage.
That is deferred. Another one off, blocking the back off the Trojans.
I think they're going to take the personal foul. Oh,
no.
Nope,
they're going to take
the first one that
it's
occurred.
A spot foul. Illegal block in the back by the Trojans. So Brock Scales, nice run by the young man.
Do it again. Only a little further this time. Second down, 11 now for the Trojans from their own 46-yard line after the slew of penalties on that play.
Man, there was more laundry out there than I've got in the hamper.
Yeah. Like on that one play, Girard has a rap sheet. 3:19 to play, clock running here in the second quarter. Second down and long for the Trojans. Negeman under center, handoff goes up the middle. Nope. He's going to go on the outside with it. Negeman still has it out across the 35.
Great
30,
fake.
20, 15, 10-foot race touchdown. No flags this time.
Wow,
And
what
the
a fake by
punch it
Kester.
in. He had me. Kester had me for about 15 yards.
Yep, had the camera guy, too.
Nicely done by the Trojan offense. Nicely done by Negeman selling that and Kester. And that's how teams get better. If that linebacker has to take the step towards the running back, it's wide open to the outside.
54-yard touchdown run by Negeman gives the Trojans a 27-0 lead, 2.5 to play here in the first half.
Against the wind on this.
Garrett Humble, his leg's going to be getting tired. Gets this one up, knuckling, and it's good. It weren't pretty, Dale, but it was good. 28-0 Trojans, 2:13 to play first half. We'll step away and we'll be back. You're watching Girard Trojan football on Girard Sport.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
Welcome back out to Baxter Springs, Kansas. Around about a minute left to play here in the first half. They've gone to the running clock. Trojans lead at 28-0 on a beautiful night here in Baxter. I mean, I've had way worse nights here, guys.
Oh, way worse. Yeah.
It's not raining. There's no bugs. The wind's not too bad.
Haven't hit a mosquito yet.
There's not a foot of standing water on the field.
Oh, beautiful night for football.
Beautiful night.
Davidson will kick it away for the Trojans.
And that's Jacob Grant with it again. Coming near side, runs through one tackle, hit hard out at about the 26-yard line.
Harris.
And that's where Baxter will have it here under a minute. Clock ticking away, 25-yard line, first down and 10.
And now you have some subs coming in. I see Troike trotting off the field where he would usually be playing that inside linebacker. You got Saran back there. Is that Saran 60 or 50? I can't see.
50.
50. 50. That will be Anthony Pike in at middle linebacker for the Trojans.
5'8" sophomore. Low center of gravity on that guy.
Delay a game.
That's the end of the half.
End of the half.
All right. Well, 28-0. Trojans lead it at the half. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back for the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Girard High School football on Girard Sports Live.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all. Westridge is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Westridge is a retirement community with a philosophy of providing seniors with an alternative lifestyle. This lifestyle enhances the retirement years by offering a worry-free, stress-free environment. Their professional staff is there to assist if needed, while active seniors are encouraged to enjoy their daily lives. Westridge is now hiring. To learn more about their open positions, call 620-724-6760. That's 620-724-6760. Go Trojans from Westridge Assisted Living.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
Welcome back to Baxter Springs, Kansas. We're at halftime of tonight's Class 3A matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Baxter Springs Lions. At the break, Trojans lead at 28-0. And Dale, talk about one team just kind of imposing their will here in the first half, and that's what the Trojans did, just grinding it down the field on their first drive for a touchdown, and then the defense just clamping down and not giving Baxter any breathing room.
They're doing a great job. The Trojans tonight on defense and offense, all around great job by the Trojans. We kind of knew this going in with Baxter's numbers being as low as they were. The coaches, all the respect to them, gentlemen on both sides, decided to run with a running clock. After 21 points. Jess, bring you in on this, but that's a gentleman's agreement.
Yeah, and it's always a tough call on a coaching staff of, do you want to run up the score? Your starters still need reps, and they need varsity reps. And I assume, I'm just making an assumption, there probably won't be a JV game to follow this with Baxter's numbers. So it just hope that you get back on the bus as healthy as you got off.
Right now the Trojans have got out of the first half. Haven't seen any physically injuries that we can see off the bat. Looks like the Trojans are doing a good job, and you know what? And that's something that the Trojans needed to do. Like you said, we need reps. We need to prepare ourselves for the next Columbus game, and it will be at home, by the way. So back in the friendly confines and the great press box that we have got up there, air conditioned. I'm not complaining tonight, it's not too hot, but there's something about air-conditioned and nice windows.
Yeah, you like to be at home games early in the year and late in the year.
That's right. And in the middle of the year. I mean,
middle of the year, we get good weather here. So.
I would take the home games every week. That would be fantastic.
The friendly confines. Frank Jameson Field.
Oh, the burgers and then the air conditioning. Oh, man.
It is nice to be home.
You can't beat it. But enough of that lamenting. We'll step away here for a quick break. You're watching the GN Bank halftime show, brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and professional way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. We'll step away and be back with your first half stats. You're watching Girard High School football on Girard Sports Live.
Plus all the top cleaning brands and Chronister's is Girard's hardware store. Stop by Chronister's Hardware and see why so many people are saying, I didn't know they had that. Of course, Chronister's has the hardware, tools, and supplies you need, whether in the shop, on the farm, or around the house. But did you know Chronister's Hardware is also the place to pick up your PPP supplies? Plus all the top cleaning brands and much, much more. From paper towels to PPP, you'll find it at Chronister's. And if they don't have it, they can get it. Shop local first. Chronister's Hardware, Girard's hardware store.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Crawcan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crawcan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crawcan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crawcan.
Here at Farmers Insurance, we want all of our students, faculty, and staff to know that we're cheering you on. This year, we would like to spotlight a student or staff member of Girard Schools as part of our weekly Girard Sports Live broadcast. If you would like to nominate any student or staff member as part of our weekly spotlight, contact our office.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Peony.
Welcome back out to Baxter Springs, Kansas. We're at halftime of tonight's Old CNC League matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Baxter Springs Lions. And the Trojans lead it at the half, 28-0. Let's take a look at some of those first half statistics. First on the offensive side for Baxter Springs, Javen Alexander, their quarterback, 3 of 9 passing for 9 yards and 1 interception. Could have been 2 interceptions, but Trojans got it called back on a defensive holding penalty, so not a very good night starting out passing the football for Alexander. Rushing the ball for Baxter, even worse. Garrett Paxson is their leading rusher, and he's got 2 carries for -3 yards, Dale. And leading receivers, Jacob Grant, he has 2 catches for 8 yards, but not a lot of offense tonight for the Baxter Springs Lions. Offensively for the Girard Trojans, Negeman leads the way passing the ball. He's 2 for 2 for 35 yards and a touchdown. He also has 2 carries for 64 yards and a touchdown. So doing a good job from the
that's not bad
quarterback slot there in the first half. Ethan Merrill has 4 carries for 34 yards and a touchdown. Bo Harris, 3 carries for 28 yards. And then Wyatt Foley with that 1 15-yard catch for a touchdown to lead the way receiving for the Trojans.
We'll switch it over to the defense. We'll talk about Baxter Springs first. Paxson has 6 tackles for the Baxter Springs Lions. And then it goes to Finch with 2, and the Mizuno with 1. There is one tackle by Baxter for a loss. We'll switch it over to the Trojans. And I'll tell you what, defense is the name of the game tonight for your Girard Trojans. Troike with 3 tackles, Combs with 3 tackles, Sharman with 4 tackles, Bourne with 1 tackle and a pick, Saran with 3 tackles. Tackles for loss, Saran has 2 tackles for losses, Sharman has 2 tackles for losses, and Troike has a tackle for a loss. Once again, you mentioned it earlier, Bourne with the pick. That's his second pick of the season. And then Norse had a pick, but they called it back. That would have been a pick 6 if it would have stood. So Trojan defense standing well tonight.
And we got about 6 minutes left in halftime here in Baxter, and we'll try to get you some scores from around the area, but due to the nature of this ball game, we're way ahead of everybody.
We're so far ahead.
I bet you there's not many games already at halftime right now across the area.
Here's one. They played last night, Olathe West 39, Shawnee Mission 34. So Olathe West wins it over Shawnee Mission. So far, I can't get first quarter. Here we go. First quarter, Blue Valley 14, SJA. What does SJA mean there, bud?
St. James Academy.
There you go, 0. Osborne 16, St. John's Tipton 0, Russell 7, TMP 0. Derby 14, Newton 0, Eudora 2, Piper 0, and Helsted is up tied with Nickerson 6-6. Smith Center 6-0 over Phillipsburg. Those are first quarter scores, and those are just came up 32 seconds ago. So those are your around the area scores.
Way outside the area there. You didn't have a score from Norton and Colby or any of those?
I'll keep looking.
Out there, Goodland?
Their internet's faster out there, I guess.
4.5 here left in halftime. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back. Girard Trojans on top at the break, 28-0. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports.
Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
How about that?
Well, there we go.
A little quick on the trigger there. Well, teams out, stretching out, getting ready for the second half of action. Dale, you got some more scores from out around the state?
I got a couple closer ones. Parsons is up 12-6 over Iola. Eureka is up 14-0 over Erie. If anybody out there listening's got some updates or got some scores you want to get on, give me a shout on a text message, 620-724-0996. Always have my phone handy. What's the name of that one school right there? Wabunsee? Wabunsee up 9-0 over Uniontown. So once again, give me a holler, shoot me a text, give me some updates around the state on some scores.
Just about ready to get things started here as Baxter's coming down the hill from their locker room, taking the field again. We'll see the running clock here in the second half, and be interesting to see the score off that Columbus game. Girard hosting them next week.
It will be. I do know through some sources they do have two major injuries to their team, which will drastically change the way Columbus looks. So hopefully the best for those young men in the healing process, but will be interesting to see what the Columbus Titans look like after those two injuries.
And we'll see the Trojans start to dig into the bench to try and avoid those types of injuries here tonight and what's already all but a foregone conclusion here. And Baxter, of course, they're trying to avoid injuries just because they can't have any because they need the numbers. If they get a couple kids hurt, they might not even be able to field a team this year. So both teams just trying to run this clock, take their foot off the gas. It's understood. Trojans up 28-0. Baxter starting to look ahead for next week, trying to get this one over as quickly as possible, as now we're down under 2 minutes here till the kickoff of the third quarter.
You know, the Trojans, in these kind of games, it's hard to stay focused, Josh. Trojans have done a great job keeping focus. The defense have played well. They haven't given up any big plays. It's easy to get lackadaisical in a game like this on both sides. We haven't seen the turnovers as much. We had, one fumble that bounced right back up into our hands. And Baxter's credit, they're playing hard. With what they've got, they're playing as the best they can.
And what we'll see here in the second half is really a big opportunity this year for a lot of what would normally be your JV players on the squad for Girard, because they don't really have much of a JV schedule at all. Murph, as you were talking it over with Coach Nigaman, just really isn't working out scheduling-wise to try and get a JV schedule going, even though the Trojans have the numbers for it.
Yeah, Coach Nigaman informed me that they picked up a game since Baxter didn't have a JV, but that school with that curse word called COVID has lost their JV squad, so there's not a JV game scheduled for Monday night, but they're still looking. I would never say never.
Trying to do what they can to try and build that JV schedule, because that playing time is really valuable to these guys coming up. But they're going to get a lot of valuable playing time here tonight in this second half, Dale. And granted, they will have the running clock, but those guys are going to get 2 quarters of action out here under the lights on a Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, I would never second judge Coach Philpott, but I don't see a starter out there if it's my team. So
yeah. Maybe on special teams. Maybe not even that.
So there's actually starters on special teams. Dale?
There's a couple of them out there, but mostly Pike's out there. He'll be a backup. Yeah, they're starting to get lined up, not their normal positions. Once again, the lighting up here on top of the roof, not the best to see the numbers on my sheet.
You got Harris back to receive.
Nice kick there by Baxter.
And this is Aiden Damon. Driven out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. And Trojans will take over their first down and 10. Clock's rolling.
Tackle in there by number 44 will be Fisher for the Baxter Lions.
The Trojan crowd here on hand trying to get behind some of these guys. Backups in the ball game. Trojans with a handoff up the middle.
Number 6 is going to be the quarterback for the Trojans.
Jake Towner.
Jake Towner.
42 carried the ball.
And that was Josh Boone on the
Josh
carry.
Bohr.
Josh Bohr, I'm sorry, 5'6", 180-pound senior running back.
Columbus up 32-0 over Coffeyville.
Boom.
Thank you once again for all the updates, even if we don't know who's playing who around the league.
There's a quick toss around to the outside. That's Jaden Norris with it. And he's going to get driven back. Let's see where they're going to mark his forward progress. Give him about a half a yard there.
Number 7, Alexander. So it'll be 3rd down and 5 for your Trojans.
At about the 32-yard line. 10 minutes to play here, third quarter. Towner lines up in the pistol. Lone back in the backfield, it's Bohr. Now here comes the pitch. That's Brock Scales. And he's out across the 45 near midfield. He'll have the Trojan first down.
Tackle in there by Mizuko. Nice run by Brock Scales. That's the second time he's seen the ball tonight. First one was called back, but
What do you call that, about a 15-yarder?
I would say so. Frontenac down 14-0 to Kawata, Oklahoma.
First down 10 for the Trojans from their own 49. Tanner will hand it off to Bohr up the middle. He's a pretty big load once he gets it all going forward. And Bohr will have about 4 yards on that carry.
Tackle in there by number 50. That is Colbert.
Bring up about a 2nd down and 6 for the Trojans. From the Baxter 47. 8.5 to play here, third quarter. Trojans on top, 28-0.
Towner, the sophomore quarterback, doing a great job.
Quick pitch to the outside. Skulls again. Oh, out across the 40 to about the 35-yard line. Lowers his shoulder at the end of it. Taken down by Garrett Paxson.
For 22, Paxson. Another nice run by Scales.
Give him 12 on that one. So 2 carries in the books, 27 yards for Scales. Now Bohr will take the handoff, runs through an arm tackle, trying to work his way outside. He gets around the corner and drugged down from behind. The only man in front of him was Alexander, the quarterback and linebacker for Baxter, and that'll be enough for a first down. Give him about 15 yards on the carry.
Pujos with the tackle.
So 3 carries, 24 yards so far for Bohr. As the Trojans different faces, same result here for the Trojan backups as we get down around 7 minutes. Bohr with the handoff, fights off a tackle in the backfield, won't go down, lowers his shoulder, drives forward, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards. They had him dead to rights, but could not bring him down. And Bohr able to get his body going forward, get behind his pads, and he'll pick up 2. Talk about making chicken salad there, Dale.
Alexander with the tackle. Yeah, anytime you get the handoff and get hit right at the exact same time, it's a rough go.
Made the most of it there. 2nd down and 8 for the Trojans. 6:38 to play, 3rd quarter. Fake the handoff. Here's the pitch to the outside. And heading forward with it, that is, catch the number.
31. Bram Bourne.
Bram Bourne, senior.
Got a lion down, cramping up, looks like.
They're going to have him right at the sticks, see if they're going to give him the first down. They will, so that'll be about a 9-yard carry for Bram Bourne.
Be inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for your Trojans.
Is that our second string line in, Dale? I can't see all the numbers.
I don't think the starters are in on the offensive line. We have a great vantage point, but my eyes are
We're a
rolling.
ways away, yeah. Got 3 old guys up here, so. It may or may not be the right name we're calling, but we're going to call it with some gusto.
Because I would say this is more of our second string play in this 3rd quarter instead of our JV.
Yeah,
There's
I would
still
say so, too. Some of the guys that don't usually get on the field, upperclassmen, Josh Moore does a great job. He's a senior.
Brock Scales.
Brock Scales, a senior, doesn't get a whole lot of playing time. Now's the time to put them in, get their playing time in, get some carries in on this game.
Pad some stats. Clock stopped with 6:20 to play due to the injury. Now we're back underway. See if they roll it here. I guess they'll roll it at the snap. Nope, there they go. Now there's flags. Looks like neighborhood of a false start, perhaps. Oh,
Looks like it's going to be
encroachment.
called on the Lions.
Offsides on Baxter, and
The half
marches
distance.
5 yards off there. And there's Bohr with the handoff up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. So Bohr adds another 6. Trojans lead at 34-0. 5.5 to play here, 3rd quarter. We just got a score in. Riverton 19, Quapaw 14. The Rams victorious big last week over Baxter, trying to win one across the state line over there. You could almost throw a baseball from Riverton to Quapaw, so not a big road trip. And that kick is good. Looked wide right to me, but what are they? What now?
What happened?
Hold on. Upon further review,
There's a
there's a flag on an extra point.
Are we lined up off sides?
Well, the important thing to remember here, Dale, is that the clock's running.
False start against the Trojans.
This turns this into a regular old field goal here. Head up the difficulty level for Humble.
Back to the 7-yard line. Add 10 to it. 17 plus 7.
Kicking the other way, Garrett.
24 yards.
Right, Garrett was plenty long kicking the other way.
Mostly the snap and the hold.
There it is. Look at that.
Dang, drilled it.
With 20 to spare.
That was good.
Challenge accepted.
From the 30. 3:57 to play. Trojans lead at 35-0. We'll step away for a minute, and we'll be back. You're watching Girard Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Welcome back out here to Baxter Springs. Trojans lead at 35-0. Backups came in on the offensive side, drove it right down the field, scored a touchdown. And that's what you hope for. If you're the Trojan coaching staff, you want to see that concentration and execution out of your backups as well. And Trojans got it done. Jake Towner under the helm. Ran that offense pretty well.
He did. Did a great job for a sophomore quarterback coming in. And once again, your senior running backs, second string running backs, Scales and Bohr getting the job done, running very hard.
Davidson set to kick this one away. A little more shallow this time. Be fielded in the air at the 15. And it's Grant again, brought down at about the 27-yard line. So shorter kick, but about the same result after the return.
Sharman in there with the tackle on the return.
1st and 10 for Baxter from their own 28-yard line. 2 minutes left to play here, third quarter.
You're going to have some second string or some backups in there for the defensive line.
I see a Kotzman kid out there.
I see Kotzman out there. Try to holler out some numbers as I see him.
4 wide. Alexander back to pass, throws it, picked off. That's Bohr going the other way. 15-10, 5. Touchdown Trojans. Defensive touchdown and an interception by Josh Bohr.
Have yourself a quarter.
He did.
Yeah.
Josh Bohr having a heck of a night. So Humble will come back out.
Chip shot here.
Chip shot.
Yeah.
He might put it over the track on this one.
Drill it off the bluff over there.
For anybody that hasn't ever tried to kick a field goal, that is extremely hard. I don't care what anybody
Kick
tells
is up,
you.
and it's good.
It's
Trojans
good.
lead at 42-0.
Another flag.
There's another flag on the field. Keep it in your pocket, my man.
Well, this will probably be the last play of the third quarter, strangely enough, since we have the running clock here.
It is another false start. Back old Humble up, Jess.
Yeah. They need to false start it again just to back him up a little further.
See if it was a fluke.
Yeah.
So the ball will be spotted at the 7.
Could you ask?
Coach Philpott's like,
14,
what keeps happening here? Please tell
24-yard
me.
field goal here.
Could you ask to be just start right here next time we score and
keep your
flag in your pocket, and we'll just kick from back here next time.
Oh, that's the end of the third quarter. couldn't get it in.
Oh, come on, let him kick it here.
Yeah, they should be able to have an untimed down on an extra point.
Throw us a ball, they said.
All right. Well, that was never going to happen without a ball.
Charlie Brown special again.
That's right. Kick is up. Oh, the hot streak is over.
Oh, he pegs it off the upright.
Trojans lead it after 3, 41-0. We'll step away and be back. You're watching Girard Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers.
Welcome back to Baxter Springs. Girard Trojans on top, 41-0 over the Baxter Springs Lions, getting set for the beginning of the fourth quarter. Man, this is going fast, Dale.
It is. Running clocks always do. It's my favorite time of basketball season is when the basketball running clock.
8:15. We're gonna get out of here before 8:30. There's the kick from Davidson back deep. It's gonna bounce off the up man. Picked up at the 5, across the 10. This is Garrett Paxton with it. He'll get hit and driven out at about the 18-yard line. First down and 10 for the Lions. 11.5 to play in the ball game. First down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 19, we'll call it. Alexander in the gun. 4 wide. Paxton alone back in the backfield with him. Alexander back to pass, feeling pressure. Scrambles to the far side. Now cuts back. Running for his life here. A host of Trojans after him. And taken down for no gain at the 19.
Tackling there by number 20 for the Trojans. That will be Briar Glosser.
Bring up a second down and 10. They'll give him forward progress. They're going to give him a yard on that.
A yard. He ran 35.
$10:35 to play in the ball game. Second down and long here for Baxter from their own 19.5-yard line.
Darryl McLeod in their defensive end for the Trojans.
High snap over the head. Alexander after it and able to get on top of it at about the 5-yard line. Not a good thing for the Lions, as it's going to set them up third and a country mile at their own 5-yard line, 6-yard line, 7-yard line.
63. Cameron Horning in there as well for the Trojans.
The official distance, 3rd and 22. 9:45 to play. See what they got in the playbook for this situation. Alexander will take the snap. Back to throw again. Rolling far side, looking downfield. Chucks it up. Not a lot on it. Going to be picked off. Just lobbed it up in the air. The interception.
That is Pike. Pike has it. Nicely done. He was a center fielder out there, and he went and got it.
Another interception, 3rd on the night for Alexander. It'll turn it over to the Trojans. 1st and 10 from about the 11-yard line. So they have opportunity to pick up the first without scoring. It's a pretty ideal situation for the Trojans. See if we got any changes in the lineup here for Girard. They're running guys on and off. A little bit of confusion here. At one point, they might have had 15 guys in that huddle.
Yeah, well, you know, coach, we're excited. And
Towner's still in at quarterback. Yeah, that was some sort of strange fire drill that went on there for about 20 seconds. The Trojans unable to avoid the delay of game. Towner gets a snap off. They pick up 6 yards on the carry. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4 at about the 6-yard line. So much happened there.
Yeah,
I completely lost
I'm
track.
trying to see who was going in and out, grab numbers. And
Scott Moore with the carry.
Who is it?
Scott Moore.
Moore with the carry.
Give him a gain of 6 there.
Uh-oh.
And now some more whistles.
What we got? Inadvertent whistle.
Too many players in the huddle from last.
Wait a second. That play's already gone over. Scoreboard is off. That guy said the heck with it for the night. Can we just play it without, Coach? Come on.
Somebody hit the wrong switch.
Someone kicked it with their foot.
Under 7 minutes to play now. Apparently the clock kept running somehow during all of that. Now it's stopped.
Well, why are we stopping it?
This is going to be a
Coach, do you want to put some more time back on that clock?
feat of organization.
All right, wind it. Let's go.
He's like, in fact, could you shave a couple minutes off of that?
I think it was 2:50 left. That was it.
I got a reservation at Olive Garden for 8:45.
Second down and 4.
And we're walking. Towner in the pistol.
That's too many men moving.
And problems. Still running. 6:40 to play.
Tailback got a little head start.
He did. He had a little lean to it. Jess, remind me, we have to go to Galena after this.
Kind of on the way.
Wish the best for the broadcaster down there. Had a small emergency. We got to run by and pick up some equipment.
Yeah. Towner gets them lined up as we approach 6 minutes to play. High snap. Towner picks it up, tries to make something out of it, and run out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. I'll set up 3rd and long. Probably the worst down and distance on 3rd down all night for the Trojans.
Oh, no doubt about that. But, you know, we've got Humble. I say we work him out and give him a field goal shot at least.
But not before the double reverse end around Statue of Liberty play.
Throw it.
Gets him every time.
Yeah.
Swinging gate.
That's right. Don't get caught watching a paint dry.
Pull a Blaze Bauer special, give him 4 downs, a swinging gate.
5.5 to play in the ball game. Towner under center, 3rd down and long for the Trojans. Back to pass, now under pressure, cuts it upfield. Good move. Towner's going to have the 1st down and the touchdown.
Wow, nice move.
18-yard touchdown scramble for Towner. Pushes the Trojan lead, 47-0 at this point. Under 5 minutes to play, 4th quarter. It's all over but the crying and the bus ride. And a couple of false starts here.
Yeah, we need 1 false start moving back. All right, we're good.
Nope, got it. Nope. Too easy.
No,
he
good.
missed it.
Wide right.
Wide right.
Hooked it.
Oh.
47-0 Trojans. Under 5 minutes to play. We'll step away and be right back. You're watching Girard Trojan football on Girard Sports.
Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Walnuts.
Boy, it's a bad deal.
It's a dangerous world out there. 3:23 to play. Trojans lead at 47-0. If you want to catch more of the Dale Shireman Show, you might turn over to Galena Sports Live here in a little bit.
Yeah, head down to Galena and do a broadcast down there.
Yeah. Trojans set, Davidson set to kick this one away for the Trojans. Gets some leg into this one. Another good kick. Fielded at the 10 by Grant.
Nowhere to
and
go.
nowhere to go. Driven down at about the 19-yard line. And Baxter were just
no
come
answer
out here.
tonight.
You'd think that they would run a couple running plays in order to allow the clock to, well, I mean, the clock's going to run, but
Yeah,
I
it's
think
gonna
they run
run.
some running plays. Just run around and
This should do it for the contest tonight.
yeah, this will be the last possession of the game.
73 in for the Trojans. That is Dobrova. How do you say that name there, Jess?
I don't have my glasses.
Not going to venture an attempt.
Yeah, well.
Under 2 minutes
Oh,
now.
delay a game.
Go!
Got a couple more subs coming in.
Dubrava.
Brava. Glosser will come out.
Joel Juber into the game?
Jubber.
Joel Jubber.
See, that's why I don't venture a guess.
Yeah. Don't worry, I moved out of town.
You're always wrong.
Trojan faithful always.
1:17 to play.
And they're still spread out.
Oh, high snap over the head of Gunnar Gilmore, this freshman quarterback, into the game for Alexander here.
Did he say deja vu? Groundhog's Day?
And here we go. They've got to run another play. .30 seconds left on the clock. Second down and forever. High snap again. Over the head of Gilmore, and it's going to be
It's a safety.
out the back of the end zone.
Could be a touchback. Nope, it's safety.
For a safety. Now they're going to tuck it over. I think you're right, Dale. I think it's a safety. Yep.
It is a safety.
11 seconds, and that'll be the final play of the ball game. Trojans win it 49-0 over the Baxter Springs Lions. They improved to 2-0. Baxter Springs drops to 0-2. Trojans host Columbus next weekend. We'll be back with some thoughts about tonight's action in the Leah Smith Agency postgame show. You're watching Girard Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue mascot debit card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings, leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Welcome back out to Baxter Springs. Girard Trojans victorious tonight, 49-0 over the Baxter Springs Lions. Welcome to the Leah Smith Agency postgame show brought to you by the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance. Leah has over 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri. Let Leah and her staff find the right coverage for your personal or business needs. To learn more, call 620-670-4590. Proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Dale, a lot of backups in there in the second half as we expected, but pretty much the same result for the Trojans, able to pretty much enforce their will, whether offensively or defensively.
Well, you know, Josh, we knew this game coming in. It was going to be somewhat of a lopsided event, but we did get a lot of young players out into this game and, some players that are going to need to see that time in the future. Trojans did what they needed to do. They got off the bus, they got up early, and they dominated up front both ways, offense and defense. So, all in all, we got out of here. I didn't see any injuries. Might have been a little bit of cramping, but, we got a lot of guys that don't usually get to see some playing time.
And a big win for the Trojans. Looks like Columbus is up in their game, so it looks like they're on their way to picking up their first win of the season. And a tough opponent coming into Frank Jameson Field next weekend.
It will be a great challenge to see what Columbus brings in. Columbus is always a tough team. Last year we split with them, lost in regular season, beat them in district play, in postseason play. So I'm sure they're hungry for a win, and we're just going to have to strap it up tight and go take care of business.
And we'll take a look at some other scores from around the area when we come back, and maybe take a look at some of our stats here from the second half. It got a little bit hectic. There's certainly unofficial stats from the second half. A lot of guys working their way into the ball game for the Trojans. All that coming up here on the postgame show. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. We'll also have an opportunity, hopefully, to speak with Coach Philpott after his team moves to 2-0. You're watching Girard Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient because at Girard Medical Center, we care for our communities one patient at a time. Call us at 620-724-5126.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Welcome back out to Baxter Springs. Trojans victorious tonight, 49-0. Can't see it there on our score bug because the scoreboard barely made it through the game, Dale.
It didn't make it the whole game.
Yeah, so Trojans on top, come out on top, 49-0. And I guess it's time to talk about our player of the game. It's brought to you by Evans Motors. The best players in the car business are Nate and Eddie at Evans Motors. Let them find the car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for your family. Visit them at the corner of 69 and 400 highways south of Pittsburgh, or see their online showroom at evansmotors.net. Dale, our player of the game.
I think we're going to have to go with senior Josh Bohr, pick six tonight, along with, a pick six and ran in for a touchdown. So congratulations. Usually doesn't see a whole lot of playing time, but
Certainly.
Josh Bohr tonight, we didn't miss a stride. with the
Made his
backup in
presence felt coming into the ball game, and that's for sure. And right now we're joined by Coach Philpott, and the post-game interview is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. And right now we welcome in head coach Neil Philpott. And, Coach, your team off to a 2-0 start, a big win here tonight, but a tough one coming up next week against Columbus.
Yeah, it was good for our guys to come out and take care of business, I think, the way they need to, not overlook anything. They started running the clock and went pretty quick, but we got quite a few kids in, which was nice. But I think we got out pretty healthy, which is nice because it's next week, like you said, it is going to be a big week for us.
Coach, how important is it for those kids that usually don't get to see the playing field as much? The Josh Bohr, the Scales kid, they came out and they played hard, and, they showed you that I'm one step away, but they got some playing time tonight, and especially those younger kids, to their future. How important is it to you to get them out there on that field on a game like tonight?
Yeah, it's been something we've been working in practice the last couple of years, getting younger kids more reps, and I think it pays off when they get a chance to come out on Friday night and play. But even in the JV games, that they kind of know what's going on a little bit better. You can see that starting to kind of carry over. Josh is a guy that he didn't play last week for us. He was sick, so was able to get in and get some good, nice reps late there in the I guess it was maybe the second quarter, third quarter. But you see some quality depth, and that's kind of what we're hoping with some numbers, that you can have guys step up, and even if they're the third string guy, they can kind of slide right in there and know what's going on and don't really miss a beat.
And so, Coach, coming up next week, you got Columbus. Looks like they're ahead right now over Coffeyville, looking for their first win of the season. They've had some injuries, but a tough team. You guys split with them last year. What do you expect to see out of Columbus?
Oh, I think they'll be ready for us. I know they had some injuries first week, but I think they do some very nice things on defense and on offense. They're pretty simple, but they do it really well. That's kind of what they've been the last couple of years, and I would suspect them to be very much the same. Depending on their injury stuff, we just got to go out and prepare for who's going to potentially play for them. So we know it's going to be a tough matchup. We're happy to have them at home, we've only had them once in my time being here. And so we just got to go out and learn from what we can from this film, this game, pile on from what we did in the first week and get better and keep improving week in and week out.
Coach, as always, I want to thank you for taking the time coming up, and go get after them next week. We'll be there to call the game.
All right, great. Thank you.
All right, that's head coach Neil Philpott. Girard Trojans improved to 2-0 on the season after the 49-0 win over the Baxter Springs Lions. They'll host Columbus next week. And, Dale, I don't have a real recent update on that Columbus Coffeyville game, but at the half, Columbus was up. So looking like the Fighting Titans might pick up their first win of the season. Tough matchup always here for the Girard Trojans, but next week, the friendly confines of Frank Jameson Field. And my My heart yearns for it, I'll tell you that.
Confines with no bugs and air conditioning. It will be wonderful.
Though it was a beautiful night tonight.
It was.
Can't complain about the conditions. But that'll be it tonight for the Girard Trojans as they're victorious 49-0 over Baxter Springs. The Lions fall to 0-2, and it's going to be a long year by the looks of it for Baxter Springs. But hopefully able to get some of these young kids ready to go for next year. And the Trojans getting ready next week for Columbus. We'll step away for a final break, and then we'll probably call it quits from here in Baxter Springs. You've been watching Girard High School football on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Your victories are awarding moments at Wilbert's Signature Awards and Engraving. New owners Greg and Missy Scott are excited to build on the 30-plus year tradition of Wilbert's. Known across the area as the premier shop for sports awards, medals, custom engraving, plaques, trophies, gift items, corporate awards, and so much more. And with cutting-edge equipment being added, Wilbert's is poised for another successful 30 years. When hard work needs recognized, trust Wilbert's Signature Awards and Engraving. Find them on Facebook and at wilbertawards.com.
That's going to do it for us tonight from here in Baxter Springs. For Dale Shireman and Jess Murphy, I'm Josh Lettner saying thank you for tuning in tonight for the Girard Trojans on Girard Sports Live.
You've been watching Trojan Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crochan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter. Thanks for watching, and don't miss us next time right here on Girard Sports Live.